Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Tuesday, the 4th day of August. Today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. We should celebrate.
I like chocolate chip
I would
cookies.
even just go for the dough. That is so good. Oh, man, that is good. National Coast Guard Day. Thank you to everybody who served in the Coast Guard.
Absolutely.
And it's National Night Out Day. So today is, I guess tonight would be the National Night Out. Is that the right way to say that?
We should go out.
We should indeed. And National Night Out is actually celebrated all over the country where people will go out and celebrate the law enforcement. So that's what National Night Out is for. And this year would be a great year to celebrate. Also, coming up on this Tuesday, we have the, I was going to say the John and Heidi Show. That's what this is. We have Tuesdays with Charlie. Yeah. Say we got that on the John and Heidi Show. Thanks for listening on a Tuesday.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. The new way is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-659-7805. That's 800-659-7805.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. New survey found that 12% of people still do not wash their hands after using a public restroom. Yuck. That's a good idea to do that.
I don't always.
I always do.
Not going to lie.
Do. Yeah, I remember you used to, we had an office building where there was one restroom and a bunch of people, you know, she would wash her hands and then leave them purposely wet and get the door handle all wet. Just because...
Just so when other people touch it, they're all grossed out because the handle was wet.
Yeah, I never understood that.
Just the thought of it cracks me up.
Yeah.
Then they have to rush back in and rewash their hands, and they're using their foot or a paper towel to open the door.
You're trouble.
Cracks me up.
You are just trouble. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. If you have a credit card, our friends at BetterCreditCards.com would like to make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and then see what you get for points and perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money by getting a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can check it out too at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com. And this is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by Time4Rehab.com. Florida police say a woman allegedly battered her father and attempted to grab his genitals during an argument over him not sharing his medical marijuana with her.
Ew.
Yeah. Police say 22-year-old Dakota DeRizio tangled with her 59-year-old father Luigi DeRizio at his residence. Here's what happened. She told police, we were in an argument due to him sharing his medical marijuana with his friends, but not with me.
He's not supposed to share with anybody.
No, that's not how it works.
It's medical.
The girlfriend says that her dad's girlfriend said that she, the young lady, threw Luigi to the ground and then attacked him by pulling him to the ground and trying to grab him by the genitals. I don't know why. Anyway,
Gross.
She's 4'11". She suffered scratch marks on her back during the incident. She was arrested for misdemeanor battery. So there you go. Did not get the drugs, but that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Irvine Welsh and Brett Easton Ellis are co-creating a satire series about a fake network. It's called American Tabloid. It'll cover a weekly paper as standards change over the course of decades. So it's like a satire series making fun of how fake news has gotten, pretty much.
Okay.
Johnny Depp insisted that he is not a wife-beater during his final day of his libel trial in London. There's already talk that he could appeal the verdict. Warner Media is investigating the Ellen DeGeneres show, following numerous accounts now of it being a hostile work environment.
Lots of reports.
Yeah, we read a story about that. We didn't read it on the radio. We read it on the old interwebs, and I didn't share it because I was like, all the details are just hearsay at this point. But she's being investigated for that.
Yeah,
probably
it sounds
because
like
of
it's
that same
pretty
story.
horrible.
Yeah. Anyway, NBC Universal has a new streaming service called Peacock, and they've been out now for 2 weeks. Already got 10 million subscribers. So good job to Peacock. This is Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
If you take Viagra or Cialis, call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Call 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. Again, that's 800-214-7977.
Now, your scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. The coronavirus vaccine is being put to a final test in 3,000 volunteers. It was that last week that happened. People are shocked they found that many people to volunteer and say, I'll do it. But here's the thing. There's probably a lot of people that are going, you know what? Let's just get this thing done. So 3,000 volunteers stepped up. It doesn't say how many people in total, but they did select 3,000. A new study found that wealthier men are more likely to be obese than, non-wealthy men, apparently.
Well, they don't have to be. Women are going to be attracted to them no matter what.
Oh, I see.
So they don't have to stay trim.
They don't have to stay fit?
No.
So what's my excuse? I ain't wealthy. Okay.
We're already married.
Oh, there you go. New Jersey gym owner was arrested after he defied the governor's restrictions and opened his business. The gym owner is now looking at a lengthy court case. So he's saying, you know what, I'm going to fight for my right
Good for him to
take in lifting weights and
to have a business to earn a living.
There you go.
Absolutely, fight.
Interesting to follow that. The owner of a Florida moving company was arrested for spending government bailout money to buy a $300,000 Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's probably not going to pan out.
That's the accurate use of the PP.
No.
You couldn't really move much in a Lamborghini. I'm just saying. A group of vandals are being accused of ransacking a Brooklyn bagel store because it was closed. So they went there, tried to get in. It was closed, so they ransacked the place. So that's not good. They just wanted a bagel, Heidi.
Yeah.
I like bagels. Do you like bagels?
Once in a while. I'm more of a donut person. I mean, if I'm going to have a breakfast thing, it's going to be usually a donut than a bagel.
Almost 21 years that we've been together, I don't think I've ever seen you eat, just, sit down and have a bagel. So
no.
Never even
Once
thought
in a while
of it.
at a hotel.
Yeah, wow.
But no, I don't buy them.
New York health authorities are probing a private concert by the chain smokers. They say that they may have broken crowd restrictions, so they're checking into that. Apple's new eye vision glasses put a computer right in front of your eyes so you don't have to carry your iPhone around. So here's the thing. I actually Googled this because do you remember Google Glasses?
I do.
And it was actually, I thought it was Google Glasses. It was just called Google's Glass. Okay. I didn't know that. Anyway, those are still around, but they never caught on. So I wonder why they're going, oh, hey, now we need to do one too. The other ones didn't catch on. So I don't know. Dr. Anthony Fauci has an excuse as to why his pitch was not so great from the first pitch, the pitch heard around the world.
Oh, okay. What is the reason?
2 weeks, is a week ago now? Whenever it was. Anyway, this story's been sitting here in a while. Dr. Anthony Fauci says the reason his first pitch was so bad is because he destroyed his arm while practicing the day before the game.
Sure he did.
Yeah, that and the fact that he's a little old man.
Or maybe he's a little old man and he's not athletic.
And he's not a pitcher. So, I mean, you don't need to apologize for that. Like, you're a little old man. You're not a professional pitcher. Dude, you did fine for a guy your age. I just, some people need to calm down. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show. Nobody wants to buy car insurance. It's not a fun thing to think about, but it's something you need if you want to drive your car. So even if you don't want to buy insurance, you probably have to get it from someone. So why not buy it from InsuranceChicken.com? Okay, I'll admit, our website name is dumb. InsuranceChicken.com. Yeah, our marketing department is not that great. But our selection of insurance options is amazing. See if we can save you money each month on our dumb website, InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
I just give you a little bit silence there.
You just wanted to make us think that you went away. It worked. So, what kind of cool stuff we can learn about today?
Well, let's see what we got here, what my staff come up with here.
Okay.
Hey, you're sitting in your office chair.
Yeah?
You know who Charles Darwin was?
Yeah, I know who that is, yeah.
Who is he?
He was the guy, the theory of evolution guy.
Yeah, the monkeys guy.
Nice try.
No?
He was the first person to put wheels on an office chair.
So that's a different Charles
So it's
Darwin.
a different Charles.
Or maybe it's the same dude. His evolution of rolly chairs.
See, he did something important.
Yeah. You know who did the first swivel chair?
Charles Darwin.
No. Hey, wait, that'll be our question. I'll save that till we get to the end here. I'll let you finish your thing.
Well, you know what I'm going to answer.
I know what you're going to answer.
I've told you this once before. I'm going to tell you it again there because you forget a lot.
I do. I forget a lot.
Did you know that Volkswagen sells sausage and ketchup?
Yeah, you told us
We
that
did
once
talk
before.
about that.
But I forgot about it.
I did forget. I also forgot about it until he just reminded me.
I haven't seen it in the stores anywhere.
I haven't either, but it says it's also their best-selling product, selling millions more than their cars.
No
That's
kidding.
crazy.
It's probably a lot cheaper, too.
Volkswagen ketchup and sausage.
I'll have to try some of that sometime.
Ooh, no, don't. It's no good.
It's no good.
Then in 2004, farmers in India used Pepsi and Coke instead of pesticides because they were cheaper and got the job done just as well.
No kidding.
Really?
So they just sprayed some cola on their crops.
So don't be drinking that stuff because it ain't good for you.
Huh.
Well, it'll just get
Oh, don't. All you Coke people and producers, don't be calling me up.
Well, it just takes care of the pest, that's all.
Let's see here. Oh, for 150 years, whenever a new heir was born to the Anheuser-Busch brewing family, it would be fed 5 drops of Budweiser before having the mother's milk.
No
Really?
kidding. There you go. Sounds like something that would happen
I
in
was
your
born
family,
into
Charlie.
the wrong family.
Did you do the same thing with Heidi, but with Schlitz?
Oh, that'd give you 10 drops of Schlitz.
No, you wouldn't have shared. That's the truth.
That's the gospel, yes. Hey, then I got one last thing here for you.
All right, what do you got?
People are more likely to make good decisions when they need to pee.
No kidding.
Really?
That's what it says.
I suppose they got to make up their mind, and then they just come up with the right answer first instead of overthinking it.
You can't be jacking around when you got to pee.
No. Come to a conclusion.
You must make good decisions all the time.
Charlie, you always have to pee.
I always make good decisions.
Have you ever gone 10 minutes without having to pee?
No.
Not for many years.
We were riding with him once, and we had to stop at every town. What do we... Let me guess. We're going to stop and pee? Well, you ready for a question from us, Charlie?
Sure.
All right. With the question that you asked me earlier about the dude rolling around on the chair. So who invented the swivel chair? Do you know?
Charles Darwin.
No. Good answer.
I told you I was going to answer that.
I know. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I know.
Who do you think it was?
Thomas Jefferson.
Yes. President Thomas Jefferson. He invented the swivel chair.
Goofing around in his office and fell over or what?
I don't know. Apparently. I'm not sure how he came up with it.
It's rock too or just swivel?
No, it just swiveled from what I understand. I've never seen the actual chair. I believe it is in a museum, though.
I bet Charles Darwin took over and made a swivel then.
Yeah. I'm going to have to look now and see if it's the same Charles Darwin that had the theory of evolution, or if it's two different Charles Darwins we're
I
talking
believe
about.
it's 2 different ones.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know.
The guy just had some time on
If
his
not,
hands.
this guy's just a jack of all trades.
Now that I've made wheels on chairs work, what else can I do?
Maybe he was using his elevation thing or whatever you call it and was drinking and thought, I put some wheels on this thing, I'd fly to it.
Not elevation, evolution.
Evolution.
Whatever.
The theory of Charles Darwin and his famous theory of elevation. I'm sorry, Charlie. That was good.
It's on the old guy. It's all right.
We love you. Well, thank you for talking to us, Charlie.
We'll do it again next week.
That sounds good.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. The new way is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-659-7805. That's 800-659-7805.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Some passengers go to insane lengths to avoid baggage fees. 2012, a man wore 60 shirts and 9 pairs of jeans on an 11.5-hour flight to China from China to Africa.
Can you even imagine how horrible that would be?
Did not want to pay the extra baggage fees. Though hilarious, we do not recommend this. So that was back in 2012.
That would be so miserable.
60 shirts, 11.5-hour flight, 9 pairs of jeans, one over the top of the other.
That would be so miserable.
It would be. How would you even make... I don't know. I don't know how that would work. This has been today's fun fact. If you have a credit card, our friends at BetterCreditCards.com would like to make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and then see what you get for points and perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money by getting a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can check it out too at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com. Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline, Jamaica. Here we go. A Jamaican lottery winner showed up to collect his money wearing a Darth Vader costume.
Okay.
So didn't want people to know.
Can you not do that?
Well, no, it's not that you can't. It's just a little weird. But he did it. He didn't want people to know who he was.
I don't blame him a bit.
But here's the thing. All people have to do is follow Darth Vader home, because you're not going to blend in wearing that. So I don't know.
I think he's just thinking of the pictures that are going to be released online of, hey, here's a picture of us with the winner of the money.
Vader won the lottery. Yeah, I don't know how much he won. It doesn't say how much he won. It just says that he came dressed as Darth Vader. This is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
If you take Viagra or Cialis, call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Call 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. Again, that's 800-214-7977.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. By the way, a whole new month and very bizarre things I'm seeing over there at Weird Gift of the Day. It's just some weird stuff right now. Police in China pulled over a guy riding a scooter because he had 6 other people on the scooter.
Oh, jeepers.
3 men were riding on the seats along with the driver, while 1 man straddled the front bumper.
Oh, jeez.
1 sat on top of the attached back compartment, and another stood on a foot peg. 2 of the passengers were so chill, they were enjoying cigarettes on the ride.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah, it was a total of 7 people on this scooter, and he was pulled over because, well, that's...
What is the limit?
Well... Not 7, apparently.
I'm just saying, in China, it may be different than it is here.
I don't know what the rules are.
We've been to Jamaica. We've been to...
people stacked up on bikes.
The Dominican Republic. We've seen...
Yeah, a lot of different driving situations.
And I think the laws are different in different countries. So I was just wondering.
Today's Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Now your moment of duh, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Troopers in Jefferson County, Pennsylvania say a man and a woman were arrested after they tried to burglarize a home while they mistakenly thought the family was at an airport. Oh. According to the police, 30-year-old Jeremy Appleton and 36-year-old Andrea Rotan entered a home on July 19th thinking that the people who lived there had gone to the airport. I don't know why they thought that. Troopers say they were wrong about nobody being home. They say that Rotan tried to restrain one of the victims. So Rotan, I believe... Okay, one of the victims would be the people that live there.
Right.
Tried to restrain one of the victims with a brassiere before she escaped the home.
Okay.
The 2 rummaged through the kitchen and stole an unknown amount of prescription drugs. She eventually left the home, assaulted another person while threatening to shoot him and his family, and was eventually arrested. Meanwhile, they say Appleton fled in a vehicle as troopers arrived on the scene. He was taken into custody nearby and will be facing more charges pending toxicology results. So, there you go. A lot of stuff going on there. Whatever they were up to wasn't a good idea. It's today's moment of duh. Nobody wants to buy car insurance. It's not a fun thing to think about, but it's something you need if you want to drive your car. So even if you don't want to buy insurance, you probably have to get it from someone. So why not buy it from InsuranceChicken.com? Okay, I'll admit, our website name is dumb. InsuranceChicken.com. Yeah, our marketing department is not that great. But our selection of insurance options is amazing. See if we can save you money each month on our dumb website, InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. Time now for Fake News or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Fake news or Florida? 2 contestants were arrested at a bikini contest after getting into a high-heel shoe fight in Stuart, Florida. Fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
It is a true story.
Ah.
Yeah.
It sounded too sensationalized and too triggered towards a certain audience.
No, it, yeah.
All right.
Contest, high-heel shoe fight. I think we're going to have to see the tape. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know if there is one or not. I'm not even going to click. There is a link in the show notes, but I'm not going to click it. If you want to, you can. It's at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of our good friends at bettercreditcards.com. Now, take a listen to this. I love it when there's a story like this. This happened in, let me see here, Georgia. Man in St. Louis is being hailed a hero for pulling an unconscious man from a burning vehicle after a crash on the interstate. So it says here, Keelan Robinson, 23, crashed on the interstate, was left unconscious in a burning vehicle. He does not remember anything from the incident, but will never forget the man who saved his life. Antonio Morgan says Robinson drove past him on I-70. Just moments later, he heard a screeching brakes and a loud crunch and a crash into a cement median. Morgan, who was driving with his son, immediately pulled over and rushed to get Robinson out of the car. Says the smoke and the fire and all that stuff started coming. It started burning my eyes and hurting my throat. I was still trying to get him out. I had to get him out, Morgan said. Morgan made several attempts to get him out before finally realizing his seatbelt was locking him in. Another man on the scene came over with a fire extinguisher and tried to help put out the flames. Morgan dragged Robinson to safety moments before the car was engulfed with flames. It says here, at the time, Morgan says that it is time that people stop standing by and recording things on their phone.
That's right.
And jumping in and helping people when they need help. He says leaders need help. Step up. Put your phones down. He says, I'm a leader. I'm a protector by nature. It's in me. And I just do what comes natural to me.
And he's a hero.
He is indeed. And it says, as for Robinson, he says the incident has changed his view on life. He says, I feel like that was my second opportunity at life. And now it's time for me to show the world my change. He says, I can't thank him enough. He'll always be a part of my life and my family's life. That's a good man. And I'm really confused because I was thinking here it said, so I think I maybe had 2 different stories because nothing to do with Georgia. St. Louis is where this was, so I apologize. There you go. That's a good news story for today. You can find that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to The John and Heidi Show.